We're live! What's up, everybody? Welcome to STG, Shattered Tabletop Gaming, and tonight is our premiere episode. We didn't get to kick it off on Sunday like I had hoped, thanks to weather and just life in general. But today we are doing our first ever premiere episode of Obojima, Tales from the Tall Grass. And this is a Ghibli-inspired setting for D&D5e. Tonight I'm joined by these super awesome, amazing creatives who are going to feature their characters of wonderment. They've been chomping at the bit to get this underway. But before we get into all that, we have to do our usual introductions. So we're going to go around the virtual table. Everybody can say who they are and where they can be followed if they want to do that, or they can just talk about their character. So I think I'm going to start it off. I'm going to pass it down below me first and go to Dreamer Uzumaki.
Hey, what up, y'all? So I am Dreamer Uzumaki. That's where you can find me on Twitch. Should be streaming hopefully sometime next month, so keep an eye out for that. I'm also there on pretty much all the other stuff, and I play a few other games with Argmaster Ray up there with this channel. In particular, for this game, I am playing what is known as a Blue Dara monk. Her name is Lucy. She is a shepherd that owns a noodle shop in town called Oodles and Noodles. And yeah, she's just a really free spirit with her, what was it called again? I'm sorry. Her sheep dragons that she shepherds and things of that nature. And yeah, she just that's what I'm gonna more or less be playing today. And then I am going to pass the mic on over to Mumbly.
All right. I'm Mumbly on pretty much everything: TikTok, Instagram, video games. Let's see. I'm going to be playing a character named Yuki Yolandi. She is an elf. She has spiritkin background. Let's see. She has been basically raised by her brother for the past few years. She's 16, and he's trying to get her to work at a mask shop, but she's more interested in playing with the masks and performing with them instead. She has a little spiritkin friend named Mo. That's her mossling. He made her a mask and she made him a mask, and it makes him buffer, and her mask makes her kind of be like a moss ball, basically. Let's see, I guess that's pretty much it. That's who I'm going to be playing.
Right on.
To Arthur.
Hi, yeah, I'm Arthur. I also go by Exodor92 online. I don't really have many socials or anything to follow me on or anything like that. I'm just here to play games and have fun. I will be playing Azalau Norothax, also known as Spirit Singer. He's been around more spirits than people for most of his life, so it got to the point where he spends a lot of time in the forest, interacts with spirits, and they were interested, bemused, some matter of thing with him. He didn't really ask too much into it, which is why he is a lantern-packed warlock as a result of that interaction. When he's not interacting with spirits or faffing around in the forest, he is performing at one of the local cafes for the amusement of other folks. I'm going to pass it down to Kate below me.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm playing a character named Kate Shepard. She is a human. I think one of the only ones in this campaign in our cast of characters so far. But I'm playing a spirit-fused fighter. Kate works as a mechanic when she's in town. Otherwise, she goes out scavenging, looking for the first tech that humans left behind, as well as other magical items. when she was out, she picked up a odd static electricity that seemed to stay with her ever since. So we'll see how that develops. On to Depressomancy.
Hi, I'm Depressomancy. You can follow me at Depressomancy on TikTok and Twitch. Sometimes I stream, but I'm pretty terrible about doing it. I'm also a voice actor, so I've been a bit busy recording some cool stuff. So if you ever need any of that, let me know. I will be playing Agros, the greatest guard of all of the where we sleep. Does not sleep through all of his shifts. He is a half ogre Oni blood sorcerer, and he is definitely going to be awake for this.
That's great. All right. Well, thank you all very much for being here. I am definitely looking forward to this.
Thank you for
I am Arcmaster Ray. I do most of the games on STG, except the occasional ones like Call of Cthulhu and Glitter Hearts, where some super awesome people stepped in to DM for me. You can follow all of the links that have been aforementioned by these creatives with me tonight. The links have been posted in the chat. They're also on our Discord server. I will be adding the newer ones to our STG link tree, so you can follow our friends on there as well. Yeah, we got some good stuff planned for tonight, so I don't want to take too long before getting into it. But thank you all for joining us, and let's get some story going. Turn up Muzak. Now, everybody is a resident of a small coastal community called Minami. It is. Let me get my notes open. Sorry about that. Scroll all the way back to the top. All right. The cozy lakeside village of Minami has always relied on the gentle protection of the lake spirit, a minor god that has been revered by the local folk. But in recent weeks, the fish have stopped biting, strange mists linger over the water, and villagers have reported nightmarish, vast shadows beneath the waves. As if that wasn't bad enough, the village priest who usually communes with said spirit, Elder Nama, has vanished. Nobody has been able to find out where the elder has disappeared to. Even the guards that do stay awake have had trouble investigating. I'm calling you out. So our particular tale this evening kicks off at dawn. Everybody in town is getting ready for the annual festival of the lake spirit. Oh, how serendipitous. It has turned very quickly from a joyful event into a very somber gathering since Elder Nama is missing. The lake surface is completely still, and none of the offerings that people usually leave have been accepted by the lake spirit. So, I turn it over to y'all. As I said, the day is just kicking off. You're able to head to your respective areas of work, if you want to call it that, your careers. You all may not have, because even though like technically Minami is small, it's a pretty big place. So you may have like kind of heard of each other, but you may not necessarily know each other, kind of deal. Like you may have eaten at Lucy's Oodles of Noodles, but you might not know Lucy on that kind of level. Like, oh, how are the kids? You know, everything going well? I leave that completely up to all of you to decide. So we can just kind of go around here real quick and just give me a little bit of what what's the morning look like for you? So I'm going to start off in reverse order from my screen, and we'll start with Yuki. How is your morning kicking off?
Yuki got up to try to commune with some spirits herself, and she's supposed to go to the shop her brother works at, because she is supposed to still like help out there, so she's gonna go there once she's done communing with some spirits.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and because I'm going to butcher that name, I'm just going to go Spirit Singer. What about you? What's your day looking like?
Azalau probably woke up very early and has been sort of standing in the forest listening to see if any spirits will speak with him for the last couple of hours, and whether they have or not, eventually the needs of breakfast are going to come to him, and he'll probably head back into town proper and get some breakfast at one of the local cafes, perhaps Oodles of Noodles, depending on if it's open or not.
Oh, it's always open. It's a 24-hour shop.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Wow.
That's dangerous for a noodle shop.
Yeah. Why not? We could all use noodles at 3 a.m., right?
I think that's when
Yeah.
I have the most noodles is at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
Wish Oodles of Noodles was in my town. In real life.
We got a
Having
whole
flashbacks
spread,
to Korea.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%. Get your bulgogi here. No.
oh my gosh. Kate, how about you? What's your morning looking like?
Kate's, I think, been out of town for a few days, and she's just kind of pulling back in. She's on a kind of an all-terrain bike looking thing, rather than like wheels. They kind of resemble these clear yoga balls almost that are meant to like absorb impact as they go over rocks and stuff. And so she's coming into town. She's got goggles on, her big kind of pilot jacket, these big puffy pants, and she's driving in hungry as hell, looking for a meal, definitely heading to Oodles of Noodles. Probably waving at the guard, not really even paying attention to see if he's waving back or asleep. Just heading into town to part of her mechanic shop and head to get some breakfast with a fresh batch of scrap.
Okay. Argos, how's your morning going?
Agros is probably already in Oodles of Noodles. He's about probably 4 bowls deep of noodles right now, and like every time he finishes a bowl, he's just gonna put another coin or put another pedal down and just continuously fill. He's probably the #1 customer here with the amount of money he just drops on noodles, and I'm assuming whatever alcoholic beverage Lucy likes to supply.
Yeah, I'll probably keep it strong. With the alcohol of choice, it's called a hairy nipple. It's the best in town. Can't get anywhere else. It's one in a
Agros
million
loves hairy
here.
nipples.
Yeah. So, yeah, Lucy is
favorite.
totally, dropping down a bowl of Agros' favorite a bowl of noodles and a big old pint of hairy nipples, with a big old thing of foam.
A pint of... Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Whole pint.
was a
Hey,
shot.
Pint.
It's like a
I was
beer.
thinking hard liquor. I hope for his sake it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
at
shot,
this
but
point,
it's
I imagine Agros would be just real excited seeing the pint, and he would basically disrobe the top part of his suit and just clap his hands. All right, let's get this going.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, very Goku.
Let me know when you need more, Agros. I got you.
All day, every day.
Oh, that voice is awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
So as the morning progresses and everybody starts slowly making their way to the town proper, as I said, Elder Nama is missing. Everybody knows that they're gone, and I will say that Agros knows that the guards have been trying to do an investigation, but all of you are kind of like the 7 dwarves, where you all have something going on. So, like,
Perfect.
you're sleepy, and there's like dopey and grumpy. Like, they're just, all of them are one emotion personified. So, surprisingly, you're not like, you're not so terrible that people would hate you, because all of them are pretty bad.
At least you're not grumpy.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody likes grumpy.
Yeah, we actually all blame Grumpy for the missing priest. It was his watch.
Yeah. So basically, one of the things that nobody has even remotely brought up to go do is to investigate Elder Nama's house. You know, you would think that'd be like step 1, but nobody's done that. Yes, Grumpy's too grumpy for grumpy people. But I'll say everybody kind of makes their way to Oodles of Noodles, because that's kind of like the best gathering point for this part of town. And for simplicity's sake. So we'll say everybody's little shops and where you like to hang out and haunt are like in this area.
I guess as I walk up to the restaurant, I'll slide the door open and be like, "Oh, Agros, we're starting early? Hell yeah!" And I'll run up, slap a pedal down, or 2 pedals down, one for some noodles, one for some drinks, and slap you on the back and go, "How you been?"
Very well, my little friend. How are you? How was the trip? Did you
Oh,
find
I
anything?
got a lot of good scrap.
Oh, did you fix
Some
the bike
interesting
finally?
pieces. I think I can weld. Oh yes. Lots of parts. I can finally get the the kinks out of the thing. And I lean up a big like shepherd's staff that I got from somewhere, and on it is hanging off is a large, colorful bag that has this big mouth. And I pop it open, reach deep inside, deeper than the bag should actually be, and pull out this large, intricate piece of metal. And I go, "This!" And it's got like a soft glow to it, like and. Just you can tell like my hair starts frizzing up as the static comes off of it. And I go, I can really put some things together with this.
Careful, it doesn't pull you apart as he like just puts his mitt-like hand on your hair and tries to put it back down.
And I think there is like a static shock that kind of like pops up and zaps you a little bit, and then go, "Oh yeah," and I pop it up, put it back into the bag.
You always find such curious things.
Lucy's
There's so
gonna
much
come by
great
and
things to find.
put down a pint of hairy nipples as Kate likes, and hey,
Yes.
taking your usual bowl.
Oh hell yeah! I'll take
All
2.
right.
It's been a while. It's a long ride.
Fantastic. All right, coming right up, and then she's gonna go behind and start chefing it up.
All right. And what about Yuki and Spirit Singer?
I'm imagining Azalo kind of opens up the door, looks around for Lucy, who's not there currently because she's in the back. It's like, yes, the sleepy one, your old one. You can see he kind of leans back and thinks for a minute. Argos, was it not?
Agros, but close enough, my little friend.
Yes, good to see you.
Your name always confuses me. Can I just call you Spirit Singer?
So many already do.
I never get it right.
Yeah. I feel like the furniture is gonna float when I say it.
No, that won't be necessary. I can do that at a later point. Yeah, he walks in. He's got this large, sort of hickory cane of sorts, but at the end of it is a lantern that's glowing a soft pale blue light, which is the symbol of his pact.
Mhm.
And Yugi will pop in also to sneak a bowl of some ramen before going to her brother's begrudgingly. And she spots Kate and knew that they were going to take that trip, so they pop by your table and, hey, did you find anything
Give you a
good?
wave. Yeah. Oh, so many good things. Okay, I'll show you in a bit.
Okay.
I was actually going to ask Agros if he found it, if there was any news on the Elder.
No, I'm about to go out and go to the house this morning. I was supposed to do it last night, but business deals came up and I missed the appointment.
The Elder is missing.
Yeah,
Do we have an established name for the grumpy guard, who I'm assuming
Nope.
is the commander? Okay.
Nope, I don't have a name for him yet.
Francois was supposed to be watching, and eventually someone got past him.
What's the priest's name again? Did you say that?
Elder-
Nama?
Elder Namu.
Namas?
Namas?
Namas.
Nama. Okay.
Nama.
Elder
Okay.
Nama.
It's not
But,
unusual for one to wander, but for him to have been gone so long.
Especially with the festival here.
Well, I hope nothing bad happened to
Oh, I didn't miss that.
their Nama.
Well, I should probably settle up. How much do I owe you now, Lucy?
Yeah, she's gonna come out through and drop the 2 bowls down in front of Kate and 2.
Yes.
She's trying to count. Just whatever you can afford to give me. Yeah, it'll be all right. You'll be back.
All right.
Oh, I got plenty. Sometimes you just
Agro-
find petals on the ground, and I put them down.
Agros does like a quick little count on his bowls, and he puts down 7 gold petals.
Perfect.
And then he will start making his way to the Elder's house.
Perhaps you would not want for another set of eyes.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, Agros, would you
Well,
like some help there at this house?
I am never one to pass up on my job being easier.
Yeah, I thought so. Hey, Lucy, can I get some noodles to go, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Too easy. They'll be put in a little cup.
Thank you. Cup
Just
of
for you
noodles.
guys.
Cup o' noodles.
The same thing for you. Man, I want to try Azalo.
Aslan?
Azilo, yeah, that's correct. Azilo.
Azalo.
All right, everybody. Let's take the next 5 minutes
As
learning.
above, as below.
Okay, if there are any
Azilo.
14 heads in here,
Azilo,
think
Azilo.
Alpha no, and then modify it slightly.
Azalo. Yeah, I got you. But yeah. And honestly, I'll come along. Since Elder Nama has been gone, it seems like there's been issues with the fish, and that's no good for business.
All right, that works great then.
Yeah.
Then when we all come back,
All right, fish oil
more
sauce.
noodles.
Yeah.
Fish noodles.
Fish noodles? Yeah. Fish oil? Oh, you
The
can.
fish oil.
Yeah.
for
The
flavor.
list goes on and
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Don't get me started with my food.
Well, if we're all going, I had a repair. I was putting off a repair for a while, so I guess I'll tag along too.
It's a family adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
At least Lucy was nice enough to put it in a cup. I was thinking like a shopping bag. It's like-
Just a handful of
loose
noodles.
soup in a bag.
yeah,
Well,
just a
that's good.
handful of noodles. Like those clear bags that like goldfish come in at the circus. Like,
It's the
Look
worst.
what I
version
won,
of
Ma.
Chinese spice
Noodles
bag.
falling on my pocket.
You mean you don't have pocket noodles? Like,
Who dare? What?
Pocket
Who
noodles.
dare?
No one suspects the pocket noodles.
Pocket Sam, but a neck.
Yeah. Oh, I got the pockets mixed up. So you all proceed to Elder Nama's house. It's like kind of a winding cobblestone path that just kind of gets smaller and smaller as you approach, but it's a relatively unassuming home, kind of in that traditional Japanese temple style. It's got the paper doors that slide and everything, and just the very homey, traditional. It does not look like he's been gone for a very long time, because the porch is swept, the stones look nice, like things look like they were tended to.
Well, he's not been gone very long.
Can I roll a perception check with a mighty -1 and see if I can spot anything that seems a little bit out of order here?
Anybody is more than welcome to roll a perception check, with no negatives if you would be so inclined. I don't. Y'all can just kind of look around. I feel like you've maybe been here once or twice.
That's a 3.
I also rolled a 3.
I actually
I got a 2.
Jump to a 5, but
perception, but augment it slightly.
We're struggling.
we don't see
I would
nothing.
like to use my ethereal sight ability from the elf ancestry.
Ooh.
Let me pull it up real quick. I should have written this down.
It's all good. Yuki, you said you rolled a 1?
I did.
Man, we
I'm very distracted by some moss outside of the building.
Okay, here we go.
He doesn't even make it to the house. Just like beelines to the left. Like, oh.
Look at how pretty it is over here. I'm like,
I think I'm distracting you. I probably was like, Yuki, how was your last show? I missed it. Did it go well?
Your ocular prowess
better
doesn't
than the
stop at
last
dark
one.
vision. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a success, right? There was like
I
a
think
few
so.
people-
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting better.
I mean, every
time.
show that you bomb, you've only got up. You've only got up to go. So yeah, it's a success.
Yeah. Look on the bright
As long as you have
side.
fun, I guess.
I do have fun. I made a few people smile.
Yeah.
That's
If
all.
everyone else doesn't. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
So, as an action,
That's how I'm
you
distracting
shift
us.
by sight in the ethereal, allowing you to see creatures of the spirit realm which appear as glowing outlines of themselves. This effect lasts for 1 hour, and it can be used a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus per long rest.
Okay. Yeah, with your spirit eyes, you see that there's like a number of different types of sprites that are just kind of all over the place hanging out. There's like some mossling types, and there's some just normal soot, like coal types.
Would just
Like,
like
they're
to make
just-
a
Yeah,
Sorry.
they're just wandering around.
would you still like me to make a perception check then?
Yeah.
That is a 10.
Much higher than us.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that, yeah, everybody else is distracted in some shape or form. But Aslo sees that there's like a path that has been walked numerous times, but is not like, it's not all the way down to the dirt yet, but it's like, Elder Nama has walked this way quite a bit lately. Like, it's got some branches that are kind of moved out of the way, that kind of thing.
Is this like a path out into a forest or a backyard or like?
Yeah, my bad. It leads from his home through like some tall grass. Haha. See what I did there? And then like to some woods, and then in the woods deeper, there's like more smaller lakes and stuff. People usually don't go out back there because that's from like a long time ago, and there's no fish or anything back there, so it's kind of like, we don't need to go there.
I think he might also like just talk with a couple of like the sprites and be like, "Hey, did you see anyone come this way?" And they might just kind of like maybe point in a direction. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
The sprites just kind of like roll around, very much like in the movies. They're not super helpful.
Fair enough.
They're cute, but not helpful.
Simple commands.
Seems the good elder may have passed this way many times, if not but recently.
Worth checking out.
What?
His door is also not entirely closed. I'll just give that to everybody. Like, it's got probably a gap, maybe half a foot.
Oh yeah, I would definitely like push that open and go into there to kind of search around.
Yeah, Lucy's behind Agro's going, hello!
Yeah. Elder
This is the
Nama!
police
Elder
speaking.
Nama! As we walk in.
Yeah, this all got Yuki's attention, so she's going in there. Hello.
Oh, now hold on.
Gotcha.
So do we do another perception
So what's
check
the
on
first thing we're supposed to
inside?
I say, what are we doing in here?
I think we were waiting on this.
What's the first thing we're supposed to look for, Agros? You're the guard here.
Well, I think we're supposed to look for signs of a struggle, and then
Okay.
we'll look for any kind of damage down to the building, see if anything's missing other than just the father. Or the priest, sorry. Wrong culture.
Was he a father? I think his children all moved out.
That doesn't mean he stopped being a father.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true.
Okay,
But,
I think I'm back now.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, very good.
We stalled.
Jeez. So, opening the door and looking around and taking in the sights, what you all see is a pretty unkempt home, despite what the outside looks like. Inside is a bit more chaotic. There's paper strewn everywhere. His clothes are not folded up. They're just kind of laying around. And you see that there's like ritual tools laying around, and he's written numerous times, like on the wall, on paper, on the floor, a memory that isn't mine is all it says. A memory that isn't mine. And then on his desk itself, you see numerous sketches of a submerged ruins.
Huh. Hey, does this look anything familiar to you? You travel around, and he'll kind of put it over in front of Kate's face.
Yeah.
Anybody
Is
that
it
would like
the
to may
history
roll a
check
history
of some
check.
sort?
Yep.
Oh,
Cool.
Yep.
I've got a -1 on
Good
that.
history.
Bad.
12.
Full 10.
And
But +5.
wow.
10.
5.
Total 10. God, we're
I would
rolling hot.
I'd actually make an
Wild.
argument to say that Azalo could roll with advantage.
Okay, I will do so. I will warn you, my history is not.
We're like,
5, and that is a 2.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
He may have been there,
So what
but he
did- what did
probably was
everybody get?
spaced out the time.
Got 12.
12. Okay.
I got a total 10.
I think 12 was the highest.
Wait, are we all rolling with advantage?
Probably could have cast. I just realized I could have cast guidance on someone, but we'll worry about
I
that.
think we're just saying
Uh,
our totals.
Yeah, just
Oh,
totals.
Oh, that was worse. That's bad.
Okay, so yeah, nobody knows what this place is. It's some
Yeah,
sort of
no idea.
ruined shrine.
Huh.
I stick to
It
above the
looks like
water
it's-
usually.
Yeah, it looks like it's underwater. I've had dreams of being underwater, and it's usually not in a building.
This looks
Oh.
important. Maybe we should take it to, like, I don't know, somebody who knows things.
Yeah, what's that? What are those people? The architects? Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe they'll know something.
Maybe the antique shop downtown. The owner there
Yeah.
knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we can bring this to some of the people in
I don't know
town,
it.
see if they know anything about it.
Well,
I guess
Aslo,
we'll roll it up and
there are
put it
other
up in
priests
this.
around that might know. I mean, like the phrase "a memory that isn't mine" sounds like something spiritual or something.
Yeah, could I do I want to say an arcane check to see if there's like something magical in nature to that, like that relates to
I was actually
something.
going to ask if Azaleo could investigate the ritual tools and see if we could like discern their purpose.
Absolutely. You all can. You two can. Like, if you have an idea, just throw it out there. I'll probably let you do it.
19 with a +1 for 20.
There we
Shit.
go.
Finally.
Yay.
So for Agros, what is it that you were trying to glean again?
Well, since it seems to be like he has like his ritual tools all shown out, and then there's this phrase, a memory that's not mine. I'm seeing if there's something maybe magical in nature going on between these two, like if they're relevant to each other with that.
Okay. So I will say that it does definitely seem to be that way. But this Elder Nama's place is kind of far away from the town itself. Not, you didn't walk half a day or anything like that, but he's kind of separated from everybody else. So for him to be having a memory or something that isn't his, it'd have to be somewhere close.
Okay.
So something in this vicinity is causing him to have altered memories.
And would I know that there's a body of water near here?
Yes.
Okay.
Would it
Yeah, we're
perhaps
on
be
a
that
coast, aren't we?
path?
What's that,
One more
Yuki?
time?
Said we're on a coast, aren't we?
Yes. The entire town itself is on a coast, and then there's also like small lakes here and there. But there is one that is pretty close to Elder Nama's home. Aslo, what did you get for your roll?
I got a 9.
9. So the ritual tools, they're not like something you've seen every day. They're kind of rare, and they look like he carved them himself, but all of them do seem to revolve around like scrying, like trying to access somebody's mind.
Would because Mo is a mossling, would Mo be able to get more information from the other mosslings? Like, could I ask him to talk to the other mosslings? I don't know if there's like a check I do for that, or just like can I just whisper?
No, I'm just gonna say, chat, if you would be so kind as to give me a D20 roll, just type in !D20 and I will use your rolls. If it doesn't pop, like if two people do it at the same time, only one's gonna come up, so you might have to wait a little bit to get your roll in there. But perfect. Disgruntled Unicorns 13. Mo does seem to be like, Mo is able to talk to the other sprites and mosslings that are here. And Mo does seem to be a bit more communicative with Yuki. Now, I don't think we established, does Mo actually talk, or...
He doesn't. Seems like a slight bit smarter than the average mossling, but not much. Still he's kind of a meathead. He really loves his mask that makes him really strong. He's like buffer than the other ones. He's very proud of that. Very defensive of his mask because it would make him go back to wimpy size. But we've been best friends since we were little, so we're kind of on a wavelength. We know what each other's thinking. So I'm gonna tell him to like ask the other mosslings where the priest went, like which way, which direction, and how long ago.
So Mo like folds up his appendages and like rolls over, in traditional fashion, and like stands in front of the other little sprites and mosslings that are nearby, and they're visibly in awe of how ripped Mo is. And like they're like,
yeah, he's flexing.
Squeeze the muscles, like, oh.
Yeah.
But they don't have like audible communication. But after a few moments, Mo just kind of rolls back over and he's like, does the flex point, and then like rolls outside.
Which way is the priest? That way.
Yeah,
That's funny.
like
Okay.
rolls outside and starts heading towards that path.
All right, well, I'm gonna follow him. I think he went this way, guys.
Hey, I figured that out first. Not really. Okay, fine.
Path well traveled, it would seem. Just to be thorough, we are aware that you said that there were like lakes and whatnot at the end of this path, like in an area but there weren't any like they couldn't be used for farming or anything, so people don't really go there.
Exactly. Yep.
Should we take the note and the tools?
Yes.
It couldn't hurt.
Pop them in the bag. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy's just gonna grab them up and toss them in Kate's bag then.
All right. You get through the tall grass part
bag
relatively. I love that. You get through the tall grass part pretty quickly and arrive at the edge of the forest. And the first thing that you notice is a small marble statue of like a pudgy monk, like Buddha style, but obviously not Buddha. And it's holding what appears to be a mirror that is made out of the same kind of stone, like it's a carving of a mirror. But the marble is polished super reflectively, and it's just kind of like standing facing towards y'all.
Agros is just gonna kind of lean real close into it and just kind of lick and clean his teeth, looking into it. While doing so, I'm gonna make an Arcana check to see if this has any meaning to Agros. That's a non-natural 12.
So these shrines have kind of always been found all over the island. Sometimes they do have like glyphs from the Dara, but this particular one just seems to be a little marble statue with no real significance. It stands about 3 feet tall. So it's not like you, I mean, I suppose you could, and maybe even Mo could probably pick it up and carry it, but
For what point and purpose?
Hey, how tall is
Do these things
Agros?
have a history or a meaning?
Agros is 7'2".
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
He's a big boy.
the nearest meaning anybody has been able to figure out is that they came from like the first age, like right around the time of the Mushroom War.
The well-traveled path that we're on, does it head like immediately past this thing through it, or?
Yep, it goes past it and winds into the forest.
Okay.
Does it have like any words like etched on it at all?
Nope.
No. All right. I think
Is it reflecting anything in particular?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just a waypoint,
yeah.
Mhm.
I think Lucy's just gonna tap it.
a
But
marker.
other than that, that's about it.
Is it like shiny on top of its head where people may have like rubbed it as they walk by?
Well, the mirror part, like she's gonna tap the mirror part.
Right.
not
I see,
not
I
the
see, I
bald
see.
head. Gotta
You
respect
I'll
the
tap
bald
it.
head.
That's probably good luck.
I was just gonna say,
There's probably
if
good
you
luck. You
rub
gotta rub
this-
it.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
true.
rub the mirror part for good luck. Don't you guys know? And she's rubbing
I
it.
thought
That's why it's so
everybody knew
shiny.
this.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. And then yeah, Lucy just do that too. Then
Yeah, we give it a.
And then she's gonna just continue on down the path.
You make it like, I don't know, 20, 30 feet into the forest, and you come across another one of these statues facing a different direction, but also is the traditional footwear of Elder Nama.
No,
Like his traditional footwear is there, or it's wearing it.
his sandals.
It's his sandals are there.
This is Nama's.
Why does he not have his shoes?
maybe he went frolicking.
I mean,
Myriad of reasons why one might walk barefoot.
Maybe he was trying to ground himself.
Well,
well,
that
if he
was
was
hard.
going underwater, he wouldn't need it. I don't wear my
It's
shoes
actually
when
good to
I'm in
touch
the
metal
water.
for that.
Oh. Hmm.
Is the path still obvious past this point, or?
Yeah.
Well, everybody should rub this mirror for good luck. Don't forget about that. And she bends down to rub the
do
mirror.
these seem to
It's lucky day already.
do these seem to be pointing along the path that we're walking?
So far, they've just been completely random.
Okay. What direction is this one facing?
I'm gonna go ahead and say west
West. Okay.
Okay.
So
or
never
west.
waffles.
Weast.
All right. Yeah,
Well,
I
guess
think
we'll
Agros
either
will
keep finding articles of clothing, or
If we find something more than his shoes, I think we're
Or
going to
the
start
priest
growing more
himself.
concerned.
Right, we're gonna find a naked priest up here.
I'm gonna add his shoes to my inventory.
Okay.
I'm taking them just in case.
but
Old smelly sandals.
And then you can
There's the
just
man
gonna
in
hop-
shoes.
continue hopping down the path.
Here, take these. It's dangerous to go alone.
it's dangerous.
You just go on
There's rocks in the trail.
It's no wonder he's the elder.
Are there any signs of disturbance along the path, like recent disturbance beyond the sandals, like any sort of broken branches or?
Yes, actually, you do see that like stuff has been kind of moved out of the way, and there's like some larger branches that you assume had been across the path, but somebody picked them up and moved them off of the path.
Okay.
Kind of like
So
someone's
are you-
maintaining the path.
Yeah. Are you all wanting to continue
Okay.
then?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yuki's already hopping
I guess
on.
so.
Do have something else.
Another 30-ish feet, you come across Elder Nama's breeches.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's
It was a
like I
joke.
Oh no, the priest is naked.
These
frolicking through
these
the
are
woods.
next to another statue, which is pointed south.
Was the first statue pointed
what was the first one?
or-
North.
I thought
Yeah.
it was pointed
Or
south
east.
as well, right? It was pointing towards us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so-
was. I'll say it was pointed north.
Oh.
Why not?
First one was north.
Okay.
Agros is going to scoop up the britches with his Tetsubo and gestures over to Kate's bag.
We'll
You're
see.
carrying
Pop
these
it open.
ones.
Ow.
oh, you're carrying those.
What's in there?
The bag's like, bleh.
Right. It's just that like a puff.
Are they like the silky ones with hearts on them?
Yo.
They are now.
Perfect. We have matching underwear.
Well, don't forget to rub this one's mirror too.
I think I'm not gonna
Still, we
touch
need
that
the extra
one.
good luck now that we're
What?
got the
I'm-
naked creep
I'm
up in
become-
here.
Yeah, that's
I'm becoming
three
suspicious
times
of
the
the
luck.
statues.
What would overcome the elder that he would remove himself in such a way?
Maybe he's just kind of in a spirit mood. He's just spirited in a way.
I have been in a spirit mood many times. I never thought the need to remove myself, as it were.
I've never understood the priestly types.
I've heard of rituals where they go naked and frolic through the woods. I just didn't know Elder Nami was that type. Mhm.
Sounds fun. Why not? He's far from
No
town. You gotta air
judgment.
yourself out now and then.
Yeah, maybe he went to go swimming.
All right. Well, I guess we're some kind of clothing delivery service now.
I grow more concerned.
Coco's
for his
clothing
safety the
delivery.
deeper we go.
Yeah.
And
Um,
then we will.
Yeah,
let's keep going.
heading this
I'm
last.
sure we'll find more
part.
clothes.
You head another 30-ish or so feet, and you reach the edge of a lake. Here, you find a final statue, which is facing east.
Oh,
East.
I haven't yet.
Yeah, east was the only one. And you find Elder Nama's robes.
So wait, he took off his underwear before he took off his robes? That's a weird one.
Well, it's like a bathrobe, like a kimono style.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
just
like
a
comes
jibbeh,
off.
maybe.
Why would he
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
he's got
it's
the
like
robe,
taking
and then
your-
underneath he has his underwear.
wanted to feel the wind
Um,
on his nut?
Mm-mm.
Is there any sign of the elder?
Maybe just went for a
instead?
swim.
Maybe.
There's no sign of the elder, but Aslo, how long did you say your spirit eyes lasted?
1 hour.
Okay, perfect. So upon reaching the edge of the lake and whatnot, you see that there's a few different types of woodland spirits here, just kind of hanging out, watching things, and they all appear to be waiting for something. It's like
You said
it's
they're-
like they're lined up in queue, like waiting for a train or something.
And they're all waiting, like, pointed at the lake, presumably?
Hmm.
The spirits are pensive.
What are they writing about?
Not all I can
Sorry.
see. They appear to be waiting for something. Something in the lake.
Um,
I expect we may need to investigate.
Mm.
can
I'll never say no to swimming, and he'll tie the top part of his robes around his waist, and I think he's just gonna do a run and dive.
I will give Agros a parting guidance before he jumps in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna roll for athletics to see how bad he does. Oh no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't dive. He would cannonball. 17 on the die for a 22 cannonball.
It is a flawless cannonball.
yeah, we're all getting splashed.
yeah.
Ah, gross.
No. I pull out a 10 mile per hour sign.
No diving.
Yeah. You dive in or cannonball in, and you kind of like open your eyes to look around. You see that like there's, some lake plants that grow up along the bottom of it. It gradually goes down lower. You don't see anything down here that would be like out of the ordinary for a lake. Except that there's like no fish, no turtles, no frogs. Like there's no life other than the plants. And you don't see like what the heck anything would be waiting for. But what you do ascertain is that this particular area has like the telltale markings that it sank down below the water table. So this used to be up flat and dry.
Okay. I think Agros is gonna stay underwater for a little bit and just kind of like swim a bit further down. So if there's no fish in the top area, then maybe there's something a little bit farther.
All right, you continue to swim and continue to look around. It gets to a depth of probably 60 feet or so, and there's still nothing here.
Yeah, I think with that, like I'm
down
gonna.
there.
Oh, good.
Oh, can I take out the
Colin.
ritual tools? And Aslo, maybe this is the place to use these? I don't know if you could give it a
Perhaps,
shot.
I don't see why.
If the
Good Elder
spirit's
would
here,
want
maybe
to
they'll
use
help.
A thought. I think Azalo will take those, and he'll like approach the spirits and that are waiting. Gonna sit down near them and lay them out, and we'll speak in. Crap, what is it?
Torin.
Torrent. Yes, thank you. Like put the lantern up to his mouth so that when he speaks through it, it like echoes into the ethereal, and go. Recognize you these implements, O wanderers.
When you do that, appearing above the lake in glowing fashion, the ritual tools all begin to glow themselves, and words appear sprawled across the air above the lake, and it says, "The moonlight shall guide the way."
Do we all see this?
Yep.
Whoa. That's different.
Whoa.
I'm assuming Agros has surfaced by this point.
Has he?
Oh yeah, if it's up to me, yeah, I was gonna swim back up.
Okay.
There's no. What is that?
A calling.
Hmm. We're here at the wrong
Back to
time.
shore.
Yeah, it was like it's still daytime, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
guess we have to wait a bit.
It is.
Man, these spirits are gonna be waiting here all day for this guy. Poor
I
buddies.
have a long shot.
Is there anything to do with those reflective mirrors?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder.
Wow.
Do we know which where the moon is this time of year? Like where it's rising and falling, and which way the light would aim?
Yeah.
I would like to try something
Well, the moon's not out. right
in
now.
lieu of waiting until midnight or until the moon rises. I would like to use my revealing light
Moonrise.
ability. My lantern sheds bright
Ooh.
light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light. It lasts for 1 hour or until I snuff it out.
The spirits become visible now to everyone that are waiting in line. Unfortunately, nothing else happens with the lake.
Maybe we need to line up these monk guys.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if maybe they reset whenever you use them right.
Are there any like structures or whatnot around the lake that might be linked to those statues by any chance?
So taking in, because I didn't describe it on the way, so I'm glad you asked. Basically, the lake and the forest are very dense, and so very little light comes through, especially on the path. And using, because of questions that were asked about, the moon and its position and stuff, you all know that when it rises, it's going to be below the tree line. And so, yeah, you all have pretty much figured out you need to somehow get the moonlight from outside of the forest to this lake.
Okay.
With how the
We can
statues
use
were
we can
aligned,
turn
we're
those
already
statues.
Yeah, we gotta go
Mhm.
line those statues up so that the light comes through and reflects off all of them.
Agros, I believe we will have need of your particular skill set.
We're gonna sleep until nighttime. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a
Large. I
task
don't know if
to
I
do
sleep.
before
Got
then.
work to do.
There's a task that must be done
Sound like
before
my
sleep.
boss.
Mo jumps
All
up
right.
on
I was gonna say,
jumps up on Yuki's
Mo,
shoulder
go
like,
help.
yeah, Mo.
Yeah, can we go through these and kind of begin aligning them up?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just it. You find that even though they are quite dense and heavy, they turn fairly easily.
Okay. Now I'm curious. With
And-
prestidigitation, could I perhaps mimic moonlight?
You could give it a shot if that is
Yeah.
a direction you want to try.
Yeah, I think with prestidigitation, like I will try
Um,
and do a bit of moonlight at the final one.
Okay, so just do it as like, yeah, that's at the one by the lake or the one way out at the entrance of the forest.
At the one at the entrance of the forest.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say with Baby Blue's roll of a 6 versus
Aw.
my roll of a 15, you cast Presto, emulate some. Oh, my internet's gonna junk on me.
No.
Did it? Did it?
No, we can still hear you.
There
We
it
can
goes.
still hear you.
That's a
You're a
good.
bit bitty,
we can
but
still hear
we
you.
can still hear
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
So yeah, it works, and you all have managed to turn the statues just right, and it like makes a laser beam that kind of shoots through the statues. Once it hits the water below where the words are spread, where Aslo revealed the words, you see the water begin to like kind of bubble and then splash and create a path leading to a ruined temple, which is the picture that Elder Nama had drawn.
And then Agros
cool.
from the back mirror. Did it work?
Oh yeah, it worked.
Yeah, come look at this. It's
Good
crazy.
job, Agros.
Pictures.
So it didn't.
Elder Nama's a surprisingly good artist.
Let us hope that helps him keep safe.
I wonder why he felt like he had to take off all his clothes to go down here, though, if it just
Yeah.
like opens up. I'm not doing that, but I I want to go down
Maybe
there.
that's part of the process. It's part
Well,
of the,
you see,
it's part of the drawing
It's
process.
part of the
probably.
process.
No,
It's part of
The
the
elder-
ritual.
Elder Nama showed them
Yeah.
a different kind of moon.
It was not specific.
Very good. Can I give player advantage? That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, that was good. In front of
Oh
this
well,
ruined
sounds like
little temple, you see an altar where people had once placed offerings, but it was like a really, really long time ago.
maybe we should leave something.
That's
just
what it
to-
is, 100%.
Do we have any moon artifacts? I've got bits and twists of metal, but maybe I can fashion one into like the shape of a moon. Real
My
quick.
lantern is still active. It should, or at least it should be. If there's anything
Yes.
invisible that might help us here.
And then I think Agros is just gonna like put a gold pedal down on the altar and then continue forward.
Okay. And you're going into the temple?
Yes.
Yeah. With
All
that,
right.
I think I'm gonna follow suit.
Yep, Yuki's gonna follow too.
Yeah, little pedal on the thing, and then
Seems
I'm gonna follow
appropriate.
behind him.
See.
All right.
I'll hodgepodge some scrap into a moon shape, into a crescent. Put that down.
Nice.
Love it. Love that. All right. Aslo, are you just heading in? You leaving a
No, I also
offering
left
as well?
a flower.
Okay. Awesome. If you said it, I apologize. I didn't hear it. So when you enter the temple, you see that it is less temple and more hallway. It is probably in the realm of like 100 feet long or so. And on the walls are murals. And thanks to Aslo's lantern, I'm going to give it even a little bit more of an effect here. The light from his lantern, which is illuminating the hallway, you see the murals begin to move on their own and like tell a story as you're walking along. There was a dragon spirit that once lived in this lake and provided protection for the town. It took care of people. It granted minor wishes, things like that. And one day, well, I hope you can still hear me because my internet's at 1 bar right now.
Yep.
Still got you.
One day, a young boy came and asked the dragon to bring his parents back. This was beyond the dragon's power. And so the boy became extremely angry and vowed to destroy the dragon. And then it just kind of like fades into nothing as you reach the end of the hall, which opens up into a huge circular room. And in this huge circular room, you see a writhing mass of like shadow and like black ooze just kind of dripping off of. And it's just like room. You can see it moving like in itself.
Oh, this
That
does
can be
not
good.
look great.
Agros is gonna like quickly do a couple of hand signs and then brush his body, and just this kind of Oni styled armor is gonna lay a lattice around him. As I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
What manner
Right
of
on.
corruption?
I think Lucy's gonna create a talisman. And she's gonna create a moon talisman in particular and place it onto Agros's Tetsubo, which this basically says the next time this weapon successfully hits a target, the talisman activates, dealing extra radiant damage equal to your level.
Nice.
So, this is something.
Do we see any sign of Elder Nama?
You do not know.
So Yuki, like, is slightly crying, pretending to pretend not to, from the story in the hallway, and she's going to sing into some dice and give a few people bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Who has low health? Let's see.
I think all of us were level 1.
We'll open the Discord. Some of us have less health than others.
Actually, I think it's your character, Mumbly, that has the lowest. Yeah.
It does have the lowest, so bad.
And then mine and
And then Azalo.
yeah, mine and Aslo. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
have
I give
10.
you 2 a dice. You can only give out 2, so.
That's right.
It's a D6, right?
Yep, D6.
A D6 to saving throws, right?
Basically any D20 roll, I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
any
any
okay.
D20 test.
Nice.
All right.
Alright.
I think Aslo might step forward slightly and see if he can communicate at all with this writhing mass, or at least get it to react in some way. And go,
Okay.
I think Agros is going to just kind of stay next to them in case of like an attack happens.
"O ye who royals, what fills you with such anger? What causes you to act so?"
Between your light and your question, it begins to like slither, move out of its coil, and kind of like move around the room to give it a little more room to like spread out. And its face kind of comes down to you, not like fast or aggressive. It just like slowly comes down to be face to face with Azalo, and it's basically just that long snake-like body of corruption, but its face is those white masks with just the 3 dots, like the 3 holes.
Mhm.
And it just kind of like comes up and turns a little bit towards you, like looking you up and down. And it's like, "You have not forgotten me."
I do not forget any I do not forget any of the ethereal realm with whom I have met.
What is it you seek?
I seek a friend who has wandered far. An old man.
That fool priest.
You have seen him.
One of the last who forgot who I was.
No, I'm in trouble. I heard everything.
And what has become of him?
I do not know. I never allowed him to reach my temple. But
This-
you are different. You found the way.
Wait, did he not come down here?
No,
Maybe
he
he'll do the
wanders
moonlight thing.
aimlessly.
Well, we need him back.
It is his punishment.
Punishment for what?
Forgetting. He
Great
forgot me, and now he forgets himself.
Oh.
Great
I think it
spirit.
just happens when you get older. I can't really blame it for
What
that.
fills you with such wrath and rancor?
They turned their backs on me. They sought technology. They sought their machines.
Wait, you're the dragon?
Oh.
I am the dragon.
Well, no one forgot you. Someone tried to do away with you. You can't punish him for someone else's mistakes.
Perhaps then we agree to disagree. And this will be your final resting place.
Oh, it's my job to protect the people of the town. You let him go.
Can I roll an intimidation check?
Absolutely.
That would be a 14.
You can use my guidance, I think, actually.
All right.
If you want to roll a d4 to that.
Sure. If I can.
Yeah.
I want to be good. That is now a 17.
Jeez. All right. So with Crow's roll of an 8, so the intimidation doesn't quite work as you are like maybe thinking that it would. Like the dragon does not fear you. However, your words of protecting the people and like your conviction for doing so, you see like some of the corruption like get blasted off of his body. And it just kind of like splatters on the wall.
Oh no. He's been corrupted.
You say, we have forgotten that there are those who have forgotten you. I ask, Great Spirit, do you remember yourself?
Mic drop.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
I was powerful, I think.
But there was more to you than power, wasn't there? There are many great things in this world that are powerful.
You can roll persuasion, charisma. You can even roll intimidation if you want.
I will absolutely roll persuasion. That is a natural 20 for a 25.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
The mask begins to crack down the center. And you can see, like, behind the mask is the dragon. It appears to be, like, half asleep and very, very sad.
Mood.
You used to do kindnesses for the people of the village. There's a whole new generation of people who can know you. Those people may have forgotten, but there are new people to remember now.
Yeah, Yuki says, you used to make the town smile with the wishes you would grant people. Don't let one person being mean to you ruin everything.
As you both can roll, come on high numbers.
Persuasion. Ooh, no, 3.
13.
3 and 13. Well, good news. Baby Blue rolled a 2, so your words also resonate with the dragon. And you see more of the corruption kind of just drip off onto the floor, and you are seeing like a mist-formed dragon appearing from it all, but the mask still holds firm to its face.
Lucy, give him some noodles.
That's funny. I was actually waiting for the perfect time.
Pocket noodles.
Pocket
Lucy,
noodles.
Yeah, Lucy leaps
It's
over
time
the
for the
party.
pocket noodles.
It's the perfect opportunity.
Pocket noodles. Yakitori. I got some
A warm-
soba
a
in
warm
here. Yeah,
Handmade
like-
meal.
Heck yeah. No. I think
Yakitori,
that's-
the best anime name attack. Like,
Oh, I'm just naming off food
Yakitori.
that's
Yeah.
coming out of her pockets right now.
We've got like a beetle shop of kitchen on your back.
And you can always come to Oodles and Noodles. I'll make you a big bowl, the size of your head.
Oh, the big bowl. That's the best bowl.
do
That's
you
my bowl.
actually present the dragon with noodles, or are you?
Yeah, I'm not throwing noodles at
Just
the
saying.
dragon.
You
No,
could present
but
it
like
as an offering.
no, but I am like, because I had, like think of like a old timey like milk carton thing that they used to like hold, right? But I had that like while we were traveling, but it was just like cups of noodles. So like when Yuki was done with hers and like Kate was done with hers and all that, I just like put them in there. But I had a few like extra ones just in case anybody was hungry. So like pull it out, you know, like. But yeah, I mean, I know this is like only a midnight snack to you, but if you do come by Oodles and Noodles, promise I can make like a bowl the size of your head for you.
Hearing your words and smelling the delicious noodles, the dragon is reminded of a time long ago when very similar noodles were sold in the town of Minami, back when the people did come and offer and remember who the dragon was. The mask completely shatters and light just fills the room, like blinding you for a second. Like, yeah, it's like, oh crap, and all the corruption gets
It's
burnt
glorious.
off of the dragon, and what remains is a like 30 to 40 foot long dragon, like the oh my gosh, the name is escaping me. The type of dragon, you know, the Japanese,
Lung
the
dragon.
long,
Yeah.
the lungs,
Yeah.
and
Like a Haku.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like very, very energetic now. It's happier, and it kind of bows to all of you and says, "Thank you so much for releasing me. Tell
Of
me,
course.
has the world
We're happy to help.
truly has the world truly changed so much? Have I become so disillusioned?"
The world's not that different than what it used to be. We just got cool new stuff. I mean, look at Kate's little bag there.
Some things have changed, yes, but the people ever remain constant.
And the food's still great.
That's real true.
People remember
Well.
the spirits. There's technology now, but we're trying to work together.
We love
Then
the
perhaps
spirits.
it is Perhaps it is time for me to work together with humans once again, too. Or mortals. Mortals once again. Because there's only one human here.
She's our token human.
Yeah.
Token human.
Not even sure where I'm from.
Please.
What's your name, sir? We can spread it around the village so they know to visit you.
I am the great guardian spirit Mizha. I'll put that in the I'll put it in the private chat for you.
Thank you.
Oh, I got it right.
It might do you some good for us to get you out of this underwater temple now.
Oh, I can leave. And like in typical spirit fashion is able to like go through the ceiling. But before me that does, he's like, before you leave and before I reintegrate into society, please, as a token of my gratitude, take one of these items, of offering left to me long ago. And as he kind of uncoils and heads through the ceiling, he leaves behind a treasure chest, inside of which are 5 uncommon magic items for you to choose from.
Nice.
You all also are promoted 1 level.
Woohoo.
Love to see it.
Woo.
I'm going to assume that I'm just going to stay where I am on level and items since
Yeah.
I did that for the Sunday. Okay.
Yep. And with that being said, you all are able to leave with no issues at all. And when you come out of the temple, the water kind of closes in slowly behind you. And it's at this moment, Elder Nama comes out of the bushes.
Oh, no.
Naked,
Oh.
naked is the day he was born.
Quick, get his undies. His robe.
Spit it out.
I
Spit
have-
it out.
I have
Spit
your
it out.
sandal.
Just patting the back.
He's like, he's balding, like he was balding, but has shaved his head, you know, in traditional fashion. And he's got like one eye that's kind of a little bit larger than the other. He's like, oh, my undies, fantastic, thank you.
I'm glad we found you.
Quite well.
Yes, I'm glad you found me too. Where the hell am I?
Where have you been?
You're in the woods by the lake
behind
outside your house.
Some distance. I dare
Oh.
say it would do you some good to get back home with a warm cup of tea.
Or a warm cup of
I was
noodles.
gonna say, do we have some fresh air noodles?
Yeah. Lucy comes over to
Let's all go to Oodles and
Elder-
Noodles.
Elder Mama. It's like,
Let's
come
go.
on.
Let's go get shawarma.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Oh, I'm
fantastic.
starving. I don't know about the rest of you.
This is where we're going to end the episode for this evening. You all did so great. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to chat for all your commentary and your dice rolls. They were absolutely phenomenal and much needed. And this cast of creatives, absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to play with them again. I would like to do a little public service announcement here and say that Obojima is a West Marches style game. So if you like this and you want to join, jump in the Discord. We pretty much post up like when the next games are, and we try to recruit 5 people. It might be the same, it might be all new, it might be a mix. It can be anybody. Whoever's got time to play, jump in and play. But with that being said, we're going to bounce out of here for this evening. Thank you all very much for hanging out, and we'll see you next game. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Ray.
Oh, is it time for the credits? Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming. thanks for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming here at Shattered Tabletop Gaming.